So we'll talk a little bit about contemporary theories, and you'll already have seen these outlined in your book, but I'll just highlight the key facts of them and show you which ones I'll be emphasizing today. So how do people develop? Erik Erikson is one of the most famous theorists who offers us psychosocial crises, and these crises suggest that there are 8 stages. There's actually 9. He added one later, but your book presents only 8. So 8 stages of development, and that each stage has sort of an emotional or a psychosocial crisis that has to be resolved. I'll be detailing this more in a subsequent lecture, but just by way of example, the very first stage in infancy is trust versus mistrust. And the infant needs to have a trusting, responsible, dependable caregiver, or in order to feel trust for human beings that will last throughout that child's lifespan. And if they don't have that, then they might have a distrustful attitude of people around them and not feel confident that others will protect them. So that's Erik Erikson's perspective. B.F. Skinner offers us the idea that people develop through learning. So let's write this down. Learning is also called conditioning, and that means that through the rewards and punishers in the environment, people develop habits, behaviors, thoughts, and attitudes that shape who they become. Bandura offers us social learning theories, suggesting that children learn by watching others, and that they integrate these learned behaviors that they get through observation into what they become, and that in fact he offers something called reciprocal determinism, meaning that the impact isn't just one directional, that the child's personality determines how they interact with others, and that those interactions with others in turn shape the personality. So a child who tends to be very cheerful and happy will interact with others in probably a positive way, and that would lead the others to respond to them in a positive way, which in a reciprocal way would determine how that child engages in the world and develops in life. Piaget offers us theories of cognitive development, and whenever we think of cognition, we can think of thought. So how do we learn to think in a mature way? And Piaget would suggest that we go through different stages, that our brains are not ready to think in a mature way when we're children. And so he offers us 4 stages of cognitive development in terms of what children and eventually adults can process in terms of thinking. Ability to think logically, that sort of thing. And we'll be focusing more on Piaget as well. Vygotsky offers sociocultural theories and a whole theory of learning, in fact, suggesting that learning happens through an interaction of the child and the environment that differs according to what the culture demands of the child. So there's a cultural impact. Cultural learning that determines who the child becomes. And then finally, Yuri Bronfenbrenner offers us biopsychosocial theories, which suggests that our biology is at the core of who we are, but that then in increasing circles around us, here's the self in the middle and the biology, but that in increasing circles around us, the environment, including the immediate family in one level, including the structure that the child lives in, the neighborhood, including the interactions among these layers, including the culture that a child lives in, and even the time in which the child was born, all combine to shape who that child becomes. And I'm going to be giving special attention to Bronfenbrenner's theory, biopsychosocial, in this lecture today. I'm going to give you an overview of Piaget's cognitive theories and an overview of the stages of humans that are characteristic of Erikson. So watch for those lectures coming up. All right, thank you.